An icy breeze swirled through the automatic doors of the Aldi on North Avenue precisely at 7:59 a.m. Wednesday, 31 seconds before a manager hit the floor lights and declared the new ad week open. 5 shoppers in fleece hoodies were already idling at the cart corral, quarters clicking between knuckles like poker chips. They weren't killing time, they were hunting, because regulars know Aldi's midweek turnover is less routine and more controlled detonation. Overnight, teams roll out the next round of produce picks, drag pallets of red tag meat to the bunker cases, and pipe fresh price strips along half the grocery aisles. Miss that first hour, and the best markdowns vanish faster than a snowflake on a skillet. Corporate scheduling documents leaked to a popular Aldi Facebook group show the pattern. 74% of U.S. stores accept their largest loads before dawn on Wednesdays. Strawberries that rang at $2.49 on Tuesday scan at $1.29 by breakfast. 3-pound gala bags drop 50 cents. Choice chuck roasts pick up a red 30% sticker no later than 9 a.m. It's the difference between paying $5.49 a pound and $3.84, and the difference between prime color and the slightly tired browning that appears 24 hours later. Sunday brings the second windfall. Regional hot deals activate right after the lights come on. Twin packs of dish soap, 8-roll towels, freezer bags, toddler diapers, items with nothing seasonal about them, rebased for 1 week at margins so thin store managers get emails reminding them it's okay if the SKU sells out by Tuesday. A family of 4 buying only Sunday tags for cleaning staples saves roughly $420 a year, according to market basket figures compiled by research firm Dunn-Humby this spring. All that thrift evaporates, however, if you shop the wrong hours. Mid-afternoon. Weekdays and every Saturday after 11 a.m. mimic rush hour traffic. Checkout lines snake halfway down aisle 1. Staffers can't swap dated produce because carts block the pallet jacks, and bargains degrade while you wait. Worse, late-day perishables sometimes cost more in spoilage than the difference you save by skipping a conventional supermarket. None of those savings materialize if you can't buy a cart loose. The quarter deposit mechanism seems quaint until you arrive cash poor. Because Aldi refuses to commit labor dollars to parking lot retrieval, customers who neglect to carry a coin end up ferrying armfuls of canned goods against their rib cages or negotiate in the lot like commodities traders. I'll swap you, my cart, for a single bottle return ticket. The company's back of the napkin math says outsourcing the task to shoppers saves about $900,000 in payroll and insurance per unit every year. That gap is what lets a store post milk at $2.35 when the national retail average is $3.28. The fix is simpler than rummaging behind your car seats. Stash a quarter in one of those cheap, magnetic key lockers and slap it to the underside of your frame. Call it cart insurance. Just remember where you put it. One unlucky Chicago commuter spent 40 minutes waving a fob beneath half a dozen SUVs before realizing he'd parked in the next row. Step beyond produce and you'll confront a wall of unfamiliar brands. Benton's, Cookies, Clancy's Chips, Simply Nature Oats. Counterintuitively, they're not knockoffs brewed in a bargain basement. Roughly 90% of Aldi's exclusive labels originate in the same North American factories that fill orders for Kellogg's, Procter & Gamble, Conagra, and Nestlé. B codes printed near the date stamp tell the tale. Compare them side by side. With a mainstream version, and the facility ID often matches. Because Aldi doesn't bankroll national advertising or slotting fees, the very same cornflakes that cost $3.89 under a Tiger logo sell for $1.65 in a plain yellow box. A 2023 blind test by Consumer Lab scored Aldi's Millville Crispy Oats higher than Cheerios in both crunch retention and perceived freshness. Peanut Delight spread edged Jif by a full grade on roasted nut aroma despite running 38 cents cheaper per jar. The average household swapping every national item for the store analog would trim grocery outlay by $2,850 in 12 months, a Caribbean cruise hiding in plain sight. Yet the psychological pull of branding is stubborn. Behavioral economists call it the anchor halo. We use one or two big victories, say 49-cent avocados, to assume every other price in the building is equally heroic. Aldi exploits that assumption with cunning precision in categories where it cannot out-negotiate. Rivals? Fresh meat runs 8 and 12% higher than Walmart because Aldi farms out butcher distribution to third-party logistics firms instead of running its own kill lines. Pre-diced produce commands a 40% haircut for the labor you didn't perform. Paying $4.29 for a pint of sliced mushrooms that blacken within 18 hours is fiscal self-harm in a different package. $1 saved on canned cannellini beans evaporates if you paid $3 extra on strip steak. The seasoned veterans track a split list: Aldi for pantry, Costco for protein, Walmart for loss leader, dairy. They spend an extra 20 minutes but save $71 per cart cycle. An after-tax hourly wage north of $200, markdown timing turns amateurs into pros. Every store prints fluorescent labels for fresh meat that approaches its sell-by horizon, usually 2 to 3 days out. Those stickers appear when the morning temperature check is logged, between 6:45 and 7:30 on weekdays, 30 minutes later on Sundays. A London-based data analyst cross-referenced 250 receipts posted to Reddit's RR Aldi and concluded the median discount is 33%, with extremes hitting 50% on untrimmed brisket. Produce clearance happens the opposite shift, around 5 p.m., when day staff rotate dated fruit to the top layer and slash bags of salad to 95 cents. Shop at both windows and you capture the full arc of perishables without paying full freight. The middle aisle earned its irreverent nickname because it tempts even frugal shoppers to adopt flamingo-printed dog couches or sous vide circulators they never knew existed, but treat it as a hedge fund and payoffs appear. Corporate negotiators buy end runs of global inventory in bulk. Think patio sets from the same Vietnamese plant that supplies Home Depot, and move them with paper-thin margins simply to spike traffic. An enameled Dutch oven forged by the same OEM that casts for a French luxury brand sold for $24.99 last fall. Weighted blankets emerge every January when overstock from peak holiday demand hits warehouses. Follow the 6-digit Aldi product code posted in preview flyers to Google's image search, and you'll confirm provenance before queuing up. Only grab what matches a need you had yesterday. Impulse acquisitions rotate to the Facebook marketplace. Graveyard within weeks, Aldi's breakneck turnover means multiple date codes share a shelf. Reach behind the first 2 gallons of milk, and you might find a jug expiring 1 week later. Corporate shrink goals encourage sell-through, so staffers rarely cull first in first out the way high-end grocers do. Personal discipline can defang the risk. Check yogurt lids, bread bags, spinach clamshell corners. Buy only enough high-risk produce for 4 days. The rest of your list rides the freezer or the pantry, where shelf life isn't a game of roulette. Near-date clearance on the Coyo, other hand, funds entire dinner parties. $6 packs of chicken thighs at 50% off become cassoulet tonight, chicken salad tomorrow. Where impulse fails, the Aldi mobile app intervenes. Its weekly flyer drops Saturdays at midnight Central, 2 days before printed circulars arrive. Power users build a cart in the app purely as a checklist, even if they intend to shop in person. The app pings push alerts when coveted Aldi finds go from upcoming to available, sparing you a drive if patio heaters didn't reach your store. Finally, the twice-as-nice guarantee is the least claimed bounty in discount retail. Dislike the texture of house brand tortilla chips? Return half the bag and Aldi hands you cash, plus a replacement, no receipt required. A Minneapolis store manager confirmed their weekly loss to the policy runs under $70 because so few people bother. Translation: the company bets real money on the odds you'll love what you buy. If you don't, reclaim yours, put it together. And the playbook is straightforward. Schedule your runs for Dawn Wednesday and 5 p.m. Sunday. Mine private labels, but audit meat and pre-made produce. Treat the aisle of shame like clearance at REI with Wi-Fi research in hand. Watch date codes like a hawk. Let the app and red stickers be your compass. Park a quarter under the chassis. And keep receipts inside the reusable bags you finally remembered. Aldi claims to save Americans $8 billion a year. Follow the regimen and a disproportionate slice of that statistic lands directly in your own pocket. No designer packaging required.